Draymond Green, thank you, thank you, thank you for smoking that layup. If he makes that layup against the Clippers, this video is completely different, and the vibes around the Lakers probably aren't as good as they're going to be right now. The Lakers are playing the Timberwolves in the first round of the NBA playoffs. And if you want the Lakers to beat the Timberwolves, if you want LeBron, Luka, Austin Reaves to go off and absolutely have the time in the first round, because this is probably the best matchup that you wanted. This is the matchup that you wanted. So if you want the Lakers to beat the Wolves, go and like the video, and we can get started with today's show. Welcome into the Lakers Report. I am your host, Brett Alper, and like I've said before, I am ecstatic about this matchup. Timberwolves, Lakers. We've seen what has happened in the regular season, and people are saying the Lakers are the favorite to win the series. They're going to move on to the next round, and I kind of agree. We've seen it during the regular season. Lakers and Wolves, it's 2-2. But I will say, 3 of those games were before the trade happened, before Luka Doncic was a Laker. So I'm not going to go over half of the games that happened beforehand. We're just going to go over the game that happened February 27th, and that was the game that Luka Doncic played in. The Lakers won that game, 111-102. And you could see, look at that first quarter. They were playing defense, 33 points to 17. And it was pretty much a dominant game by the Lake Show. If you look at the stats, here's the Timberwolves stats. You had Anthony Edwards pretty much shut down. I know you didn't have Julius Randle play. We're going to get into that because if you watch the NBA, you know that he is a shrinker. Naz Reid, locked down. Jaden McDaniels, that's it. Now the Lakers, on the other hand, 33 points, 17 rebounds by LeBron James, 6 assists, and then Luka Doncic, 21 points, double-digit rebounds. Like, this is what I expect. This is exactly what I expect from these guys. And we're going to go over keys to victory here, and I think the number one when I'm going into this playoff series, there's just one, like the biggest one out of all of them. Contain Anthony Edwards. He's showing. I've said it before. When LeBron finally retires, he's going to be the face of the NBA. Forget Jason Tatum. He's got no aura. He has no aura. What they're going to say? Shut up. No, it's Anthony Edwards. He is one of the best players in the NBA. And these are his stats. Like, look at his season. 27.6 points per game. But then when you go against the Lakers, it completely comes down. I mean, 27-19 is absolutely a crazy difference. He's only shooting 40% from the field, 44% in field goal percentage when he's facing other teams. And then three-point percentage, that drops down 7 points. You contain Anthony Edwards, and you pretty much win. Like, the Timberwolves, after trading Karl Anthony Towns, they really don't have a true second option. You can say it's Naz Reid, but the guy they traded for, like Dante DiVincenzo, great guy off the bench, but the guy they traded for, Julius Randle, that's going to probably try to be your second option in the playoffs. And he didn't play last year with the Knicks because of a dislocated shoulder. But if we look at his playoff stats, they are terrible. I mean, this guy was an all-NBA player one year, and then he got to the playoffs and just forgot how to play basketball. 17.1 points per game in the playoffs, 9 rebounds, which I hope you get 9 rebounds, 3.7 assists, 34% from the field, and 28% from 3. This man does not know how to play in the playoffs ever. He has 2 series, or two years that he's been in the playoffs, and it was 1920 or 2021, and then 2022-2023. And he has played absolutely awful. He commits bad turnovers. He statistically at one point was the worst player to shoot the basketball in NBA history with the amount of shots he was taking. I know this Julius Randle. I've watched enough basketball. This man does not know how to play in the playoffs. He gets scared, and if you contain Anthony Edwards, this is the guy you're going to have to worry about. And if I'm the Lakers, I ain't worried about it. I ain't worried about it. Second key to victory. Your centers and your bench have to set the tone. Like, you really need to set the tone. I mean, you're going up against Rudy Gobert. Jaxson Hayes, you got to play your best basketball, brother, because you're the only one that's going to be able to defend. You're the only one that's going to be able to defend Rudy Gobert. And you have to be able to shoot the three. Gabe Vincent, I know you've just been getting hot lately. Dorian Finney-Smith, you are going to have to, and I mean have to, be better. You got to make your threes. Why they trade for Dorian Finney-Smith? Because they needed a 3-and-D player. You needed a 3-and-D player, and Dorian Finney-Smith. Don't connect. Everybody. You have to be able to shoot the basketball. It's a three-point league. It's a make-or-miss league. And in the playoffs, you're going to shoot a lot more threes. You can't just rely on your big three of Reaves, LeBron, and Luka. Bench, and specifically your center play, has got to step it up going into this series. We're going to talk about our last two goals, our two keys to victory here, but I got to tell you about our sponsor of today's show, and that is Prize Picks. You can win up to 1,000 times your money on Prize Picks. Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action. Join over 10 million members and sign up today. We're going into the NBA playoffs. It's playoff season, and that is the best place to make 1,000 times your cash, or if you're a baseball guy. On Prize Picks, you can mix and match player projections from different sports, combine your favorite baseball players with players from basketball. You still got hockey going on, and even esports. So much more. Me, I use NASCAR a whole bunch with Prize Picks. You think Shohei Ohtani will get more than one home run this week? Want Soto for more than one hit? Cook up your hot takes with your friends and win real money this spring sports season when you and your crew run your game on Prize Picks. This is the lineup we're going with. We got the play-in games. We have the play-in games going on later this week. Nikola Vucevic, more than 7.5 rebounds. Onyeka Okongwu, more than 13.5 points. And Pablo Banchero, less, 43.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Again, download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. Run your game. Third key to victory. Luka needs to be. It's not, hey, you got to play good. I can't have games, Luka, where you're scoring less than or around 20 points per game. Luka, if the Lakers want to make a deep run in the playoffs, you have to be your best player. We have to see what you've done in the past and not be what people are calling why the Mavericks traded you, an overweight guy. If you look at his stats as a Laker so far, he's only played in 28 games. Not a lot, but 28.2 points per game, 8.1 rebounds, 7.5 assists. That field goal percentage, man, that's you gotta up that. 44% and 38%. I'm rounding up from 3. Now, if I go back to last season, and everybody didn't think that they were going to win the Western Conference Finals. But why did they win the Western Conference Finals? Because Luka Doncic played like the best player in the NBA. That jumps to 34.5 points per game. 9.6 rebounds, 8.2 assists. You're basically averaging a triple-double. And you're shooting borderline 50%. He's playing point guard. 43% from 3. I need to see this Luka in the playoffs. That Luka that you see on your screen, those stats, that's what they traded him for. They saw what he can do. The Mavericks, they said, that's probably not going to happen again. You traded for Luka because you wanted that specific Luka. You wanted the one that can take over the entire game. And if you get that type of Luka, you are going to have a deep run in the postseason. And the last one. I'm not even going to show you guys any stats. I don't think any of you need to see any stats to believe it. I don't think you guys have to think about it. Just let LeBron be LeBron. That's it. If you let LeBron be LeBron, he's done this how many times before? The man is 40. 40. And he's still doing it at a top level. This is his first year since I don't know how long he hasn't had 25 points per game. But come on. He's been to the finals how many times? He's played in so many series. This man has the experience. He knows exactly what to do. Like LeBron, he will step it up in the playoffs. He may have, I don't know the extent. He was smiling on the bench the other night after what they were saying, re-aggravating his groin. I don't know the extent of that. I think he's going to be fine. He was sitting on the bench, laughing it up. So be okay, King. Be okay, little Pookie Bear. This is what I keep seeing on Instagram. It's the LeBron memes are funny, but why do they have those? Because he's the GOAT. He's the king. And I don't think he's going to have a bad series because he knows exactly what. 0 dark 30 time. That's what I need to have from you, LeBron. And you do those 4 keys to victory, you're going to win the series, and you're going to make a deep run. So let me know. What is your prediction for the Lakers versus Minnesota? How many games? How many games do you think? Could this be a sweep? Could this be 7? Most people, from what I've seen, from what I've looked online, are saying 7 games. Me? Can't, chant. Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5. It's happening. Lakers in 5. They are so much better than the Timberwolves. I think after losing Karl Anthony Towns and you're relying on Julius Randle and Rudy Gobert, your season's, it's not going to go very far, especially against Luka, LeBron, and Austin Reaves. I'm excited. Still got to wait a week because of this play-in tournament, but got to wait a week for the playoffs. I'm excited for it. I know you guys are too. So don't forget to subscribe to the Lakers Report, youtube.com/@LakersTV. And as always, let's go Lake Show.